fire.
One viewers and subscribers, hope that I'm doing well. Stay strong and stay positive. Yeah, make we get to the point. No one saw go another local video there a while ago. The people are run with fast out time land. Yes, you never own a land in a Portland. Vaz, you and your wife. Boy, it's rough on the labor right inside. So I want some strong and positive people and some sensible labor if you have sense. Drop some comments in our comment section and tell me what you feel about your own party. You see me? Yeah man, and the BMP people do the same. And remember, like, share and subscribe. You see me? We have a powerful reason to forward phone like right now.
What you don't realize, what you're missing, you know what you're really missing? Andrew has a case to answer in court. Roy Reid has case to answer in court. As far as the Integrity Commission is concerned, and the court, he has made sure, Paula has to go this year, whether or not July, because she has 65 come most of September, right? Now, what you don't realize, and what you must realize, is Andrew, as he has always done, is putting people in place to give a result that he expects to get. You understand? So you have to understand that part there. Paula is, as far as I'm concerned, Paula's reinstatement as DPP went against the laws and rules of engagement. But nonetheless, it happened. Fine, them changed everything to put Paula there. And you must realize, remember, Andrew's cousin was heading the JDF. Then he came and he headed the JCF. Then when Andrew wanted him now to go to the FID, and the man of the FID said, we're not going to work with you. So what did Andrew do? Andrew made a brand new portfolio for him, calling him review committee to disaster risk management. You know what can go so. So he made a brand new ministry for that inept and very silly female person there, Malahoo Fort. So what you want, Andrew is just putting people in place around him now to keep him relevant and to make sure that if anything comes up, prior, and then when the case coming up, the case are coming up long after the, oh my God, no. World Reid case soon come up, And I remember when Paula Loudon had said, she said it's not going to come up for now. I remember when it just happened. And her remark was, well, it's not going to come up for now. And whatever. And she doesn't think that is something that needs to come before the court. And she's going to be there right now. People, it's whatever our minority thing in Parliament. I'm going to talk every day, I'm going to talk it again. They don't have the power in terms of they're the minority. We know why they're minority, so they really pay no mind. But then guess what? Sometimes we have to stand up in the gap. Sometimes we have to stand in the gap because this man and his criminal cronies are put people in place that will make sure that they go free. Remember, you have 2 more commissioners to come out of the Integrity Commission, 2 more commissioners to leave because of age. And he's not going to reinstate them. So there's hey, John, no, I'm tired.
Thank you, Andrea. Because you see, that is why in the initial stage, they should not have attacked the Integrity Commission based on politics and to insert the political association to the Integrity Commission. Because when you do that now and the shoes is on the other foot, you cannot get away from the fact now that the former governor of the Bank of Jamaica, and as Comrade Cole has just suggested, was given the job at the Bank of Jamaica when Bruce Golding won in 2007 by Adi Shah. And that job was given to him because of his family association with the Jamaica Labour Party. So now to put that same person as a commissioner on the Integrity Commission would be to insert politics or persons with political leaning to the government in the Integrity Commission, of which you deride over the years because of one person's association and working in the opposition leader private office. So if it wasn't good for one,
all I know is this. A lot of people are going to lose them job when Andrew comes over, when we win the election. A lot of persons have compromised their statuses who are going to have to step away and step down and be answerable to us. That's all we know. Because they allow this man to incriminate them. You know who run? Remember Mr. Man, they say him run, you know, the one that own the store, him say he had to run. He said, go ask Andrew all this, because when I realized that this business when put me in as thing there, as chairman, wasn't a business, I had to run the man say run.
The middle man, a lot of them already write their resignation here. I'm only for them write it already. Whenever time the election can come 5 o'clock in the evening, you're going to hear much of them resign before Mark Golding come in. What's your job?
Because you're talking about you incorporate a company and it's 100 shares and you have 99 and put somebody else at 1. You have a wife, you have children, and they are not in it. But
Adam came in, he said Adam was too young, that's why he was worried. Adam was very young, so he said, you know how Adam came out, Adam was that age.
you know something? Let me tell you something. You see finance, you see money, when money moving, and the dates we use with them, you know, the dates. Any investigation going on, we are using the dates. So they cut off point when who was here from who wasn't there, and what was here from what other. That's what they use in a legal situation, you know. So don't worry yourself about that. You worry about the transfer. They would carry the person who didn't feel like those. They look where this fund's coming from, right? And 40 million is not something you take up in one box. It's documentation. Have to go with it. So don't worry yourself. Only a matter of time. On the issue of the integrity commission, you see, I am going to look at it from a different perspective. The fact that it's a legal, most of a legal matter, and it's an act, and you have to play by the rules. Both sides, each side have an attorney, and that can be, some safeguards can be established there because both sides have an attorney.
Not saying that both sides have an attorney, you know, but when Andrew when there's a vote to happen, and he has a swing that says he sees no reason for investigation because he finds no whatever, you don't know these people.
No man.
You guys don't know them.
I understand what you're saying, but look at it from this perspective. When it comes to a decision making and the legal parameters are involved, then both attorneys will have to respect what the law is saying. So we have to, because the fact of the matter is somebody have to be there, you know.
Comrade Ingram, we all
Yes.
agree on that. We all agree on that, you know. But when the decision is made, then
Thank you. Tell it to me. Explain to him.
Based on their political interpretation of the person.
Which decision?
They are right. From ever since the Integrity Commission, from Mr. Stevens and his report to the Parliament, and the wholeness was called out for investigation under illicit enrichment clause. The commissions, especially Greg Christie, Mr. Stephen, Mr. Evans, and Justice Pantan were labeled as People's National Party supporters. And that is why the supporters of the government ridicule them to say they are acting on behalf of the People's National Party. The question which I put on the board now is, now that Justice Pantan has left, and the other commissioners has left, and you put Brian Winter, who is the son of a former JP politician, Hector Winter. Should the People's National Party now say to the Integrity Commission that their decisions they made are made politically to benefit the Jamaica Labour Party? Should we, now that the shoes is on the other foot, should we make that distinction? Should we make that suggestion? Should we call them out as People's National Party supporters to say that the commissioners are members of the Jamaica Labour Party? What is the point?
No. I'm gonna beg you not to. My position, no. My position, I wouldn't go there. You know why I wouldn't go there? The person who took the matter to court as the Prime Minister, that person had recently withdrawn their case. I am no legal person, but you'll see that the matter going before the court is a mirror to ask the court.
You see, the problem is Ingram cannot get away from the perception.
The decisions that are taken already.
Perception is causing the problem.
Hold on. And perception can go to a certain extent. And I wish maybe you could discuss this without any platform here. So continue the conversation. But we can discuss it further elsewhere.
What you don't understand, if the newly injected members, if they have a meeting and they say, okay, based on all the evidence here, we don't see the reason why this was done, and we don't see any. Because remember, part of the thing that Andrew Holness asked for was to be exonerated for 2 years of not suffering and whatever.
With due respect, decisions are made and those already. Decisions are made and those already. That's
you delve
decisions are made and those already.
Yes, but no, listen. When they come and call upon us, these members who come in or get to listen, I really don't find any reason for those things to happen. That's how the protest go. Remember that they work along with it. With
the laws. Didn't make on a personal perspective. It was made.
Listen to me a minute. No, listen to me a minute.
Hold on, one minute. Good morning. I don't want to discuss this here, sister. Mr. Blair. Whatsoever is already in front of the court, whatsoever the new commission coming into, they don't have nothing to do with it. And they cannot overturn or stop nothing. That's gone already. That is before.
That's not the point I am making, Caspo. The point I am making. The investigation of one of the illicit persons under investigation has been submitted for judicial review. But remember now, there are 7 more persons who have yet to have their report tabled in Parliament. You understand? My position is not to say that Brian Winter or anybody associated with the Jamaica Labour Party who has been nominated to be commissioners will not act professionally. That is not my point to do. The point I am making is that one person was the minister, the former minister of national of finance, office as a private practice, a private worker in a private office, Dr. Peter Phillips. And the whole commission was labeled as having leaning to the political party of the People's National Party. So the question I am asking now, should the action be reversed now that Brian Winter is the son of a former member of the Jamaica Labour Party?
Which action?
Action of labeling the commission. The action of labeling
the labeling was a wrong thing, you know.
No, the
labeling was something wrong.
Me make the point before you answer. All I am saying, I am not labeling anybody. But I use the word perception. Now that the farmer JLP politician's son is one of the commissioner, if we should say the same thing which the Labour right said to the previous Integrity Commission, that is the point.
By no means. No, man, by no means. Well, because they go low, we're not going low. Because they go low, we're not going low. No. That's my view. My view is because they're gone. They're gone.
That is why at all time we should avoid perception of political interference and allow persons to act professionally in whatsoever capacity.
So you are perfectly right. You are perfectly right. But Jamaica is a small island, and we are very close. If we check out the map, maybe some distant cousins, you know. The place small.
And we are also a polarized country.
Yeah, you know. So we have to. I strongly believe that there's some people out there with some sense of integrity. I believe it. If I'm wrong, I say go. But listen, let me tell you my seat right now, you. To the extent that where these people gone, in terms of the level of corruption that are being demonstrated every day, I don't see what way they can come back. I just time is the master. I don't see what way they're gonna come back.
Cosmo, God. You see?
Give me a minute. Go on talk. I still come back. Go on talk.
Yeah, we are a small nation. We are a very small nation, and although we are a polarized nation, people must be allowed to take up jobs and to act professionally in the capacity in which they were employed. We should not allow politics to be labeled eminent persons like Justice Panton as member of the People's National Party. That should never have happened. Because now the shoes is on the other foot. Should we label Brian Winter as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, since as his father was a former JLP politician and he was given the job of Bank of Jamaica governor under a Jamaica Labour Party government? Should we subscribe to that notion which the Jamaica Labour Party did over the last couple of years against the Integrity Commission? Should we or shouldn't we? You understand, these are the type of things which divide and politicize our nation. And it should not happen. It should not happen. Because here we are now, as well-thinking Jamaican and as member of the People's National Party, agreeing that people should be allowed to operate in the capacity which they are employed in without impugning political motives from them. But how can we do that when we are just coming out of a scenario where all of the commission, the entire Integrity Commission, was labeled as PNP political operatives? And now that they have reached their retirement, you are going to infuse the commission with known persons who their generations are associated with the current government. We cannot operate like that. And that is where the Jamaica Labour Party went wrong in associating and prescribing political motive to people like Justice Panton, Greg Christie, Mr. Stevens, Mr. Evans, and everybody else. You understand? And it must stop. Because if it was not right for you, it cannot be right for us. And if we should apply the same logics which you applied, then where would we go? we would be having a scarcity of persons to be employed in critical area of Jamaica at this time. And we wish not to go down that road. And as Comrade Ingram said, when you go low, we will go high. That is exactly where I am gonna stand, where that particular action is needed. Thank you.
And dare I say that those in the media who are always attacking us, particularly in broadcasting, it never occurred to them that but for what we did to open the media landscape, they would not exist. And hear me, I'm not asking them to modify their position. All I say, speak the truth and cost it what it will.
Patrician said, speak the truth and speak it forever. That's what Comrade do. Speak the truth. That's what Comrade do. So all we're saying is lie. DJ come and prove it to us, says not lie. We build the most houses.
And that's why I say all the while, you know, when it comes to the facts, I'm not going to debate the facts in a way like this. You know. The moment I state the facts and show it, make reference to the fact, we move on. You know, who want to? All right. Who heard the comment last night about the plan to move to a group discussion with Ministry of Finance? The moment it was mentioned yesterday on a podcast, somebody who was a great defender of the party said it was in discussion. What do you name the group?
The
debate commission.
Debate committee.
Committee recommended it. And nothing like that, you know. Nothing like that. So these guys will go to the greatest extent to try to defend foolishness and rubbish.
You see, that is that. You see, there was a member of the debate committee. I listened to the person and behind the headline yesterday. The person said, based on the debates of the last general election, they always have a survey immediately after the debate.
Okay.
And the consensus was reached that the debate with the multiple persons garner the more support.
Okay.
The debate of the Minister of Finance and the opposition garner less support. Say, so the consensus was that a group debate would be better.
So there wasn't that discussion.
No, but before I go further, and let me finish, because that was said by a member of the debates committee, and he also said that 60% of the cost of the debate committee was funded by USAID aid, right? But my problem now is, why would we, as a small developing nation, want to have a group debate when we have finance minister singularly? Because at the person being Nigel Clark, there would be no suggestion of a group debate. So my question now is, was the government and the Jamaica Labour Party having discussion with the debate committee prior to that?
That's a distinct possibility, you know.
Because it can be interpreted that way.
That's a distinct possibility. Because Ochang just hug it up, so.
Exactly. And the way he spoke about it is that he was aware. He was aware of the
Thank
suggestion.
you. Yes, yes, yes. Well, we are saying we don't want group.
We are going to have a group, but not with the leaders
Yes.
and not with finance.
No.
The group will be on social issues.
And you know something what is interesting? What is interesting also? The last debate with the finance, I think the other group, it was in the hardly short time. It was hardly and when the guy from Grace Kennedy went big.
Yeah, also because all three of them was working in the Ministry of Finance at that time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But now you only have one finance minister. And
Yes.
if you can be finance minister, I think you should be good enough to stand up
Of course.
for the public and
But you know
debate
something?
the activity of the Ministry of Finance.
What could possibly be in that debate with other Minister of Finance who can argue? You are the Minister of Finance. What would be in that debate? The different loans that you get, the interest, the loans would be get at a certain interest. You'd be fair with all the different loans and different and conditions and different loans and whatever. How could you not be able to position to debate of that debate? Why wouldn't we better have that debate? Well, the fact of the matter is, I strongly believe that immediately after the budget, the election will be called. Because they can't afford for it to go down near to the court date.
I agree with you too, because the budget will have a lot of promises, and you cannot wait for the promises to materialize before you call the election, because there will be no money and no action to do that.
Right.
So you got to make the promise and then call the election based on the promises.
Yes. Because you know something? This girl, Untouchable, the other night, gave us some information. And I was shocked. The projected collection on what was actually collected last year. Not even 60% of what was projected to be collected last year was collected,
And that is why they had the shortfall in the budget last year.
Yes.
And
the budget had to be cut.
Right, and I was listening you having a conversation with them where you suggested that the capital budget for 2024-2025 was cut by 19 billion.
Yeah, the minister herself.
We can make a video suggesting that what you were speaking about was 25-26. I had to correct him and said no. He said I wasn't on the platform. I said I wasn't on the platform, but I was on the For You page. And I heard you. And that information, the $19 billion cut, came from Favour Williams, the Minister of Finance.
Yes, I was quoting her, of course.
Yes, because the capital budget was 75 billion, and he cut it down to, I think it was 64.
Yes.
Cut by $19 billion. And they want to say to the public that no, it was not cut. The money was transferred back to the consolidated fund because it wasn't spent. That is a garbage.
Can you imagine? Garbage. it was sent back to money.
They couldn't even find the money to capitalize the first half of the Spark program. Much less we gonna have money if you go back to the capital. If they had that money, they would need to sell overhead activities at the airport of Jamaica.
90, right?
You understand?
These guys are ridiculous.
They're totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. And that is why they won't give people time to explain to them.
No.
And they won't go and get the right information.
Yes, they try to disturb you.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir? Well, I put in the text that the JLP, they are tricksters. And to go further on that, whatever, they were saying that whenever time the US sneeze, Jamaica catch flu. It means that if the US do something good, good will happen for Jamaica. And if they do something bad, bad will happen for Jamaica.
That is so true.
I think the JLP, they are on the same path with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is trying to erode history in America for the worst, and it is happening here as we speak in Jamaica with the JLP trying hurrying to pass through with a 15 parish without consultation, without the people knowing the reason for a new. There is no reason for a new parish. All we need is a new Jamaica, if anything. Then it's a new Jamaica we want, not a new parish.
But these people, they're exceeding every boundary that they have. Because, for example, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, that have the sole authority to change boundaries, say to you, so you're acting incorrectly, and you still proceed? Huh?
But the Electoral Commission, the Electoral Commission bought out by the JLP.
No, they don't, you know.
You don't think so?
Nah, man, they don't, man.
Yeah, I believe that they are bought out by the JLP.
No, they don't.
And if they don't...
I support the point of where that is concerned also. I don't think they can infiltrate it. If they had infiltrated it, that document sent to the Parliament would have not reached the public.
Thank you.
Yes, because I believe that they are using just that to shadow bigger things.
No.
We are not going to say that. There is no evidence. There is no.
Look at the DPP.
Hold on, the diploma. There is no evidence to suggest that the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, which was created by both the Jamaican Party and the People's National Party, coming out of the 1970s and the 1980s elections, that brought the creation of the Electoral Office of Jamaica and the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, which is two separate organizations. It was created by an act of Parliament, as a commission of Parliament as well. So I won't go down there because they have stood on their integrity and push back to the government that the creation of the 15 parishes using the boundary which they are using now is illegal and unconstitutional for that.
And it's not illegal because of the act, you know. It's illegal because it touches the Constitution of Jamaica, and the Constitution of Jamaica stands supreme.
Exactly.
Don't ever forget that.
Because
the Constitution stands supreme.
You cannot have a constituency which touch two separate parishes, and that is the problem. You cannot have a constituency which falls in both parishes. And to go further with that, and just to point out that the boundaries which the next Labour Party provide for the parish of Portmore would make Portmore smaller, the parish of Portmore smaller than the municipality of Portmore.
I want to talk partial things.
You understand? Because
and the fact that go ahead.
Yeah, the People's National Party is not objecting to Portmore becoming a parish. If Portmore is to become a parish, then boundary should be just the same as the municipality of Portmore.
It's as simple as that.
None of the constituency will fall in two separate parishes. And also take into consideration that from 1867, when Jamaica had 22 parishes, and it came down after the Morabit Rebellion, it came down to 14 parishes. No one political party could unilaterally move Jamaica from 14 parish to 15 parish without
Why
the
the
government.
JLP?
Hold on. Let me finish the point first before you come. The government, the opposition, the people of Portmore, and the relevant authority, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, should all participate and come to one decision, one consensus by those four set of people. No one government using no majority should unilaterally add Jamaica from 14 to 15 for political reasons. That should never happen.
So the question now, why the JLP holds such powers to do such thing without any larger outcry that more than what is going on right now? It seems like it is okay for them to do whatever.
You see, the country Jamaica is we are a very polarized nation. So you're going to have one set of people saying no, and then you're going to be labeled as People's National Party supporters. And you're going to have another set of people who is going to say, yes, give it to Parish. They are going to be labeled as Jamaica Labour Party supporters. That is why we should not have no one political party unilaterally trying to change from 14 to 15 parishes. Because that is the problem you are going to run into when you alone try to go it your way and have it your way. And because all what is being done is gerrymandering. Not bringing in a new parish, but to gerrymander.
Okay. Understood.
The parliament that voted and the Senate that voted, those two votes, they have the majority, so the vote is going to result in what they resulted in. But the germane point, the important point, and I have a serious problem with them. I have a serious problem with the pattern that is consistently taken by this administration. It's as if no moral don't exist anymore. That man with his tool down the road, him going about in business same way. The lady with eight charges in a court, going about the business same way. Nothing chopped, nothing changed. There's no morals compass guiding anywhere. Everybody doing the whole thing. The Prime Minister and his wife is in the house as Speaker and Prime Minister. And we see what is happening. When as bad as Bruce Golden was, the committees of Parliament was chaired by the opposition. And that was an excellent idea.
Well, Andrew is modern day evil, so what do we expect?
And this man coming here.
Because he's evil. They are evil. They are evil. And if good don't stand up for the next election, well, we are going to suffer. Because this man is a cuckoo man, and his cuckoo-ness going to come out in the next election if he should win it. He's crazy. And I said that in 2016. I told the people, say, hey, listen to me, if you vote for it, and I said it in the second election, and there's still a lot of people suffering. But it seems like I don't know what this government have hanging over the people. But the people, they are brainwashed, and they need somebody to bring them back to their senses. Because I see a lot of people taking up for JLP and the leaders. And guess what? Guess what? They don't live nowhere. I have a brother who is an activist for the JLP, and him don't have a house. And one of the MP house him live for 9 years. And he's one of the biggest advocates. He's my brother, my blood brother. And if you cut him right now, a green run out of him.
But him not still need to get a house himself.
9 years.
Ridiculous.
And he's a brutal advocate for the JLP. Because he gives more respect to the PNP.
All the coming on from here, sir.
He lives on his PNP. Why? His parents got those lands. Yeah. And he said PNP never do nothing for Jamaica.
They're coming on farm and they're coming. I had a brother who curses God every day.
People, you know, traditional people, them they far from reality. So you can't blame them. They lost.
I am prepared to take it a little further, Bridget. I'm taking it a little further. I think some duns involved. Some dunsness involved in it.
Yeah.
This are more than duns, Miss Ingram.
Identify it every step of the way. That's some duns involved. Yeah, man.
It's like some, you know, some.
I was in your discussion the other night. I was in this.
It's like it's no matter no dunce, man, because you have some bright people amongst them and talk. But it seems as if it's like it's, you know, when you have a whole lot of people, that is it, some illusion.
Guys, let me ask a question.
Some spiritual wickedness or something for the people. We cannot understand them people, trust me. Never time lazy when talking.
Yes, I just want to know because listening to the conversation that you guys are having, I just have one question. Is the country making progress? Is the country advancing? Is things being done, accomplished? Are we in a better place today than we have ever been in the history of the country? That's the question.
Never. Wait.
Where
you live? Where you live?
President, I live between two countries, Jamaica and the Cayman Islands.
Where you live?
I live between two countries, midday a yard every week. All right? It's only 45 minutes flight to yard, so.
Yeah. Well, me I tell you, me left England and me come home to Jamaica. When me come down here come see, and I saw my Jamaican people fear live. And I saw you.
Wait, stick up it.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Let me ask you something. You think, say, the premier of Grand Cayman can rob up the taxpayers' money and look on them up there and call them fully done?
Well, the question for you is this. Do you have proof of that? Do you have any evidence? Or you're just talking out of your mouth?
What do you mean? Jamaica, you have it. Yes, I have evidence of that.
Hold on.
You don't answer my question.
No, I'm saying that.
How you think you come up here to come down?
I'm
coming up here to come the real way?
Not the real, set you straight.
Set two straight.
You
How you think?
Listen, if I this him come with no take
set two straight.
me I go come down. Come set in no debate party, man. No labor right
about set straight. You thief in conglomerate them. How you go here, man? Come set two straight. But it's 15-minute flight. How we are talk to? How you think?
I really wanted to answer. Because the first thing I want to tell everybody, you know, it is not cool to have a prime minister whose statutory declaration is not certified. Before you talk about anything else, it is not cool. It is not cool to have a prime minister who is calling his attorney general talking nonsense. It is not cool. So before you talk about anything else, get to reality. It is not cool. No government can operate without any watchdog. No government should be operating without any watchdog. It is not cool to get the Prime Minister to take the Attorney General to court. It is not cool. Anybody talk anything else? Let's face those facts.
You mean to take the people of Jamaica to court? The people of Jamaica, Prime Ministers bring the people of Jamaica to court to ask for his incompetence as a leader.
I'm coming to talk about if we're moving.
And if we're moving.
Guys, beg on a minute, please. You see, this is the thing that, hold on, look at Jordan. These people are so delusional that even when him hold them neck and literally squeeze it, they must say him just barely grab and pan them throat. The whole way I feel it, so why come up here with your stupidness, Mr. Everton or whatever you want name? Why come up here with your stupidness? No, it's not the time for this. We need to move forward and we need better for the country. And we pitney them and our next generation to come. That's how we have to say for now.
I did want to ask him if it is cool for somebody to use in their right hand giving you a plate of food and a knife in the left hand stabbing you up. Is that cool? That is what. That is what. That is what. That is what.
You don't see the Gleaner article today. The independent fiscal commissioner is saying that we must put a restraint on the public sector workers. Now you tell me, Mr. Blaze, when prices of food gone up so drastically, the public sector worker is looking to get his fair increase because all of the politicians them and the big top people them get them fair increase when the new compensation review package was drafted. Because the new, all the year them talk about new compensation package, it never benefited the people when it's supposed to benefit the most. It benefited them who already was getting a lot of money in the PL scheme. That's what the new compensation package did. It gave more water to those who already had it already and less crumbs off the table. Now you tell me now, as a public sector worker who work right on the clock to serve the people, at this point in time when we are look towards getting an increase, you tell me so I must temper my expectation. I must look out for the country and the interests of the country. When you, the Prime Minister and Dr. Clark, Nigel Clark was there, would never look out for the country. We're going to take the big increase them. Come on, man.
If the country was doing so well, Nigel Clark would have live up and leave here.
He live up because I know the storm that at the storm where I come blow in public up, man. That is it, man.
Okay.
That is you can imagine if the country are going so good, why you tell the worker them say to ease up on the amount of money you want for this wage cycle. Why we must ease up? Why you must ease up when you have public sector workers we can't even buy food for the week? Come on, man. That's not right. That's not fair.
What you call disrespectful? What you call disrespectful? Let me tell you something, man. This criminality, what's going on down here in Jamaica, it going off a full stop. The buck, me catch your hand in the cookie jar, me I go put it down and chop it off with the sword. You're a thief. When you are you never hear nobody on our platform a disrespect. As you know, as anyone of we, that's why me make sure stay on my PNP circle, you know, for my Jamaican people. So that's why we don't want to come up. No, imagine now, you there Grand Cayman there, and you are going to tell me now about 20 minutes fly. Every Thursday, down at Jamaica, things raise. Every Thursday. You understand me? You not in the big pen down here for smell the poo. You want to come visit. We don't talk about visit. We talk about live. come down for my grandpitna them. So you there here man now tell me nothing about no 20 flight visit. Come on man, we tired of corruption. We're tired of it have to stop. The door must lock.
Of course.
The house man clean out man. We're tired of it Blombat.
You can have the United Nations do a 2023 survey where say 8 out of 10 students who graduate from college in Jamaica leave gone overseas. Oh, you have a country where 8 over 10 brightest mind them and leave the country. How we going to work out? How we going to build the country 8 out of 10? And the reason why the 8 out of 10, according to the study, cost of living crisis and them not getting enough salary compensating them for them college degree. Now you tell me if that is a better Jamaica when 8 out of 10 college degree person will leave the university in Jamaica, gone overseas. Why you don't run from betterment and prosperity? You don't go run from betterment and prosperity going on in another man's country. You don't stay. We must talk and talk facts, man, and talk the truth and look into the things. Do not listen to the Prime Minister. Don't run with what the Prime Minister says. Look for yourself. Research the information what the Prime Minister is saying. Wait, don't tell me now. Oh, Mr. Highway man, mute your mic there, you give a feedback. Oh, you tell me this now. If you have 60% of your workforce, Jamaica themselves, from unemployment rate of 3.5%. 60% of Jamaica workforce are low-skilled people, right? Low-skill, unskilled. Some of them even have no education. So how you feel build a country when 60% of your workforce is unskilled, untrained? Tell me now. You need to tell me these things and stop talking rubbish. Stop talking, say in a way, everything that in the line us, say the country have moved, But here how the country have moved, just to the big man alone. Only the big man them make money out of Jamaica. The people them down on the bottom of the sky that making nothing. Nothing. No, you see, them want we have a debate, and them no want we debate favor ourselves. Them want we debate favor with. What make you confident enough to put favor out there to defend or not? I want to know
Top up the live. Put me 50k, 50k. Everyone on the screen, 50k. Come on, guys.
From Jordan. Yes, good afternoon, my nephew. The Commentator, good afternoon to you. Just platform. The development of Jamaica was not done by the Jamaica Labour Party. The development of Jamaica was done by the People's National Party.
Yes.
The social programs was conceptualized and passed by Michael Manley regime of 1972 to 1980. The infrastructural development and additional social projects was conceptualized and implemented by P.J. Patterson. So anybody come to Jamaica now and see Jamaica develop with highways and byways and certain things are put in place was not started since Andrew Holness took government in 2016. Anything Andrew Holness took between 2016 and 2024 is a continuation of the plans left by P.J. Patterson and Portia Simpson-Miller. The Constant Spring development, the 3 Miles development, the Mandela development, all of those projects.
St. Thomas development, Portmore development.
Yes, the St. Thomas development. Thank you. All of those was put in place by the People's National Party, and the finance and the capital was there to push forward on those projects.
Irrefutable facts, sir. Irrefutable facts.
The 90 million in what? 90 million in what? Theatre still in limbo.
Thank you. But just one thing I want to point out. When it comes to social programs, PJ Patterson and the People's National Party and Michael Mann has already implemented all social programs to benefit the people of Jamaica. The only social program under oldness extended is the insurance for the aged for those persons over 75 years and older. And that program has been tied to the PATH program. You understand? That is the only social program to date. I know.
Comrade Blair, no, Comrade Blair.
Comrade Cole, hold on.
No, Comrade Blair.
Let me finish.
No, Comrade Blair.
Let me finish first. The insurance for the aged, the social pension is old. I won't take that away from it. Probably there was a program with another name, but I will particularly say the social program of persons 75 and over was his idea, even though it has been a bad program.
No, here. I will not stand on a program and say Andrew will implement no social pension. We'll never. At every parish council to have a pension for people who is over 70, 65 will never have. What him probably do, move it from the parish council and say a new social pension. No, I will not give it to him. I register hundreds of people on it in St. Catherine Parish Council.
I understand all of that, Comrade Cole, but you will have to realize that social pension to the local authority is different from what is being administered by central government. I am talking about
Comrade Blair, Comrade Blair, you cannot duplicate it. All him do move it from the parish council and say, all right, you put it in, just answer me do it. You cannot duplicate that program. You cannot duplicate it. So the non-Guinea will never. That's evidential fact. It was at the St. the St. Catherine Parish Council, I don't know, all parish council across the island. Once you ask to them, you waste your time and you get old. And you go to the poor release department, you get a pension. And it cannot be duplicated. I yield back to the floor for that. I will never give him it.
Tika, you want to say something? Tika.
No,
good
one
day.
UK, me just a listen cause me I go leave out anytime now. So me just a listen cause remember me just join. So
Okay, me put you as moderator still, because I never know what's going on earlier.
Oh, okay. But morning again, everyone.
Morning.
Soon join back the live.
Morning, Tika.
As soon as I reach my business place, but me there home now. So as soon as I reach, I will join back. But me just a listen for now.
Well, we got so much moderator, I mean, I see them. I'm about 10 of them, we got.
Okay. All right. As we continue the discussion, when I was saying, based on the question which Everton came up to ask.
Morning, Queen.
Development of Jamaica, especially when it comes to infrastructure, was done by the People's National Party. You understand? We cannot take that away from it. And anybody who wants to say otherwise is disingenuous. PJ Patterson raised the whole issue where the Jamaica Labour Party during the period of the pandemic who asked the question, what would have been done had it been the PNP in government. And the party, our former party leader respond to say, what if the People's National Party did not implement the National Health Fund? Because it was the National Health Fund which tied us over during the pandemic. You understand? So there is enough information out there. So people might just come to Jamaica now and feel that the development of Jamaica started from 2016. That is wrong. And I was being generous in saying that he conceptualized the social pension for the elderly. Comrade Cole had different ideas of it. So I will just go and leave that one right there. But I cannot find anything else. If you go to social housing, the last PNP administration led by Poacher Simpson Miller and Dr. Peter Phillips delivered 2,000 food for the poor houses in 4 years and built an additional 600 concrete structure to provide 2,600 houses for the people of Jamaica, in comparison to under 300 social housing by the Prime Minister and 120 indigent houses by the Ministry of Local Government. You understand? And those are evidential facts. So for all those who want to come on platform and to hear us putting out the truth out there and to think we are disingenuous or we are trying to beat down the Prime Minister, I will not. We are not here to beat down any Prime Minister, beat down any government. What we are here to do is to put the truth on the table and put the facts where it truly belongs. And that is the reason why we are on platforms like this. Thank you.
You know, Comrade Blair, I still don't want to learn the technology too much because it messes me up body. Right? It make me lose something. But hear me. The reason why I came on the platform in February last year is when I heard from the mouth of the Prime Minister that the 18 long year the PNP has done nothing. And I said I couldn't go to my grave without doing that response. I'd have to respond. And I was ridiculed, persecuted, and even threatened in my inbox and openly on air by a local nunskull where Bailey can read, by Dujan, and I forgot in the Travis. Mainly, who said them want to hold me and hang me in mission. By putting out the facts out there that Michael Joshua Manley is the architect for legislation and PJ Patterson is the architect for develop Jamaica from the tourist, road, you name it. And last night when I heard PJ, I'm telling you, in my body I feel like I run around a track 100 times. I feel